Welcome to the Zeldathon show. That's right. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's the Zeldathon show every Wednesday night for every week that has ever existed, except for like the past several months. Hi, I'm MC. What's up? How you doing? Welcome. How are you doing? It is November 1st, 2017. We haven't done this show in months. I'm sorry about that. So Skype was horrible. Luckily, Discord, our blessed Discord, came out with video calling, and we're very excited to have it with us. Unfortunately, I have a little bit of an audio lag, and I'm a little low res for this first episode. My second webcam is currently in transit via FedEx between California and my house, and it'll be here tomorrow. So it was a day late. And also, I have this cool little video breakage over here. You see this? This is pretty neat. Isn't this cool? So please excuse that. But other than that, I hope you all are excited for this. It's a show where we talk to Zeldathon team members and related staff and friends of the team, and try to get us all hype for the upcoming marathon, which is Zeldathon Mission, starting on December 27th, which is only 56 days away, raising money for Direct Relief in 56 days. Got lots of cool news. We have a special video for tonight as usual. And if you want to, you can ask questions at zeldathon.net/ask to both me, our two special guests, and to us all. Like, you can ask us specifically to one person or to all of us. Yes, 56 days. Everybody's going to start freaking out about that one. Anyways, let's bring in our guests for today. Joining us, we have Shadow Temple and Betsy7Cat. Hello.
Hi.
What you got there, Shadow? What was that?
Sorry, I just set that down before I burned myself. Oh, geez. Hi.
Was that hot tea or?
It is excruciatingly hot tea, like boiling hot tea. And I was going to rush.
What do we got? What flavor we got?
That's a bad idea.
What flavor we got? I can't hear you. Are you there?
Yes, I'm now here. We got some hardcore Jasmine Rishi brand green tea.
Oh, green tea. Okay.
Green tea. Delicious green tea.
I don't like mini teas, but I'm a little bit snob. When it comes to teas, I like to get that tea, my Teavana on. I like to get my what's it called? It's got flowers and roses, and it's sweet and it's delicious. You don't even need to put sugar in it, but I put sugar in it because it's sugar in it.
You're going for maybe like an herbal tea then, perhaps.
Yes, an Advil. Yes, that's correct. Betsy, what's your tea taste for today?
I don't usually drink tea, but basically the only time I drink tea is if like I'm having a throat problem and I need like throat coat or whatever, because it helps.
Throat coat? Did you say throat coat?
Yeah.
What throat coat is it? What?
It's coat for the throat.
Like, I understand you want to coat your throat, but I've never heard it called a throat coat.
I think it's the brand that we get or something.
There's a brand called throat coat?
I think so.
You're lying to me. You come on this podcast and you lie to me?
I said I think so.
I'm looking it up.
I think she's right. Yeah, there is one. There's such a thing.
Throat coat. Traditional medicinals. Okay. I apologize.
There's also a small parka that you can also wear on your throat. Just going to throw that.
That's called a neck brace, Shadow. That's what you wear when you're the throat coat.
Yeah, exactly. There's been a legal battle over the name for centuries.
Yes, as Doug pointed out in the chat, that is a risky search. I'm sorry. Don't go into images for throat coat. I don't know what's there. Don't trust me on that one.
Can't say it on TV.
Yeah. Get your MCG SFWs out. Anyways, welcome to the Zeldathon show. I'm going to start off talking to Betsy here because Betsy has never been on the Zeldathon show because Betsy is coming to Zeldathon Mission first marathon. First
try.
Are you excited for it?
Yes.
So how can you tell me? I know the story, but for all the beautiful listeners out there, can you tell how you got involved in this whole Zeldathon mess? Like, was the first marathon you saw, or anything like that?
First marathon I saw was Recovery. I'd seen it, I've seen Zeldathon around Twitter before, but I hadn't really checked it out until I started following Thunderscott.
Mm-hmm. So you got connected through the VGM community there?
Yeah. Because I found him off of Carlos, who I'd found off of somebody else on Twitter.
It was me. No, it was me. I was Carlos's only fan for a solid year. He won't tell
No,
you
I
that.
remember exactly who it was. It was not you.
Oh,
I did not. No, I wasn't following
Oh,
you at the
no.
time anyway.
Yeah, that makes
Heartbreak.
sense. The whole networking thing. But no, and we got to meet each other at MagFest for the first time.
Yeah.
Which MagFest was it? Was it the latest one?
Yeah.
That was when we first met.
Yes.
Time's going fast, man. I felt like I was at MagFest 2 years ago. Well, there you go.
That was also the first convention I ever went to.
And you enjoyed it. You had a fun time.
Oh yeah.
So
I was constantly running around taking pictures with like 70 people.
yeah, no,
Oh.
okay, yeah, I remember that because you posted tweets like every time you found somebody that you kind of knew or knew full out, you got a selfie and posted on Twitter, and I was part of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about correct. So do you have any first impressions of Zeldathon? What do you remember what you first thought of when you saw the wonderful Zeldathon recovery?
I don't really remember specifically what I thought about Zeldathon as a whole. I knew I made a lot of clips, so obviously I liked it.
Thank you. The clips are essential to our operation.
Was Zeldathon
If
Recovery
anything-
the first clippable one?
I think Recovery
Yes.
might have been the first clippable Zeldathon. You're right.
Clips were literally new. Like, you couldn't even title clips back then.
Because we still had the highlight that system going at that
Right.
time as
Yep.
well, and so we had that
Plus
crossover because
HD.
we're like we're not sure if clips are actually going to stick and people are going to like them. Then clips ended up being awesome. So
Right.
um,
Now you can actually make them for mobile too, which is nice.
so did you get to catch the like the jam train from Recovery, or did you get to catch?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you got to check that. You know, that was the first jam train, and it was different than all the ones we've had in the future because they've only gotten bigger and better. Shadow, do you have a favorite jam train that you've been there for?
The newest jam train is my favorite jam train. Let's be honest.
It
They
was
always-
pretty
they-
good.
They improve every single time because they become better as a cohesive unit of music players, and then they just keep jamming.
And the thing that's crazy about the last one, here's a little behind the scenes story for y'all. We usually have an iPad that gets the donations on them in addition to our donation station, and we can use that to like find out what everybody's requesting during the jam train. Like, okay, this person wants to hear Colors of the Wind and stuff. So it's like, all right, well, we see it on the iPad, we write it up on the board, and we show it to Jackson, who decides if he wants to like have it as one of the songs. The problem is the iPad wasn't working last marathon, so I don't. Shadow, you were part of this because I think you were on donation station helping, right?
No, I wasn't on donation station, but I was watching it, and I was riveted because they were essentially just sprinting the whiteboard from back and forth across the stream room, hoping that they could get enough information across the way so that Jackson could decide the fate of the jam train.
Yeah, no, it was Shoop 631, our very own. He ran between like the two sides of Marathon Room. Marathon Room has gotten bigger over time. It's gotten big, not as big as Recovery, to be fair, but Shoop had like by the end he was like, I'm so tired, I'm done. I was like, I'm sorry. He's like, no, it's fine. It was great. I enjoyed it. I'm like, okay, thanks, Shoop.
You had to have run a collective mile by the end of that jam train.
Wow.
No, absolutely. No, he had to have because like he was back and forth, and like he would just like all he would do is he would kneel with the whiteboard and like just like show it to Jackson. He'd like point at a couple, and Jackson would sometimes nod or shake his head. Jackson couldn't give a lot of feedback to us at that one because he was wearing the mask.
Because he was sick, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't sick. He just wanted to wear the sick mask.
Oh,
He just wanted it, yeah.
because I know he was sick at MagFest.
You know, he got sick immediately following that Zeldathon. No, he got sick at that was Cure, so not Recovery.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, at the last jam train, he right after he came to MagFest and he was sick. Jackson got super sick. It was sad.
Yeah, I know OC was like really sick too.
Yeah, no, halfway, like, not half the, like, but I'd say like a quarter of the Zeldathon team that went to MagFest, they were just they locked themselves away and went into quarantine.
Oh, yeah, I actually got the chance to like sing with Jackson at MagFest.
And
Which was
Shadow,
pretty
Shadow,
cool.
you're a little poppy, a little bit, but it's not too bad. Shadow
Me-
seems
I
to
cannot
know.
hear-
Hold on. Do you speak Shadow sign language? Anyways, Betsy, I guess I can talk back to you about Zeldathon, and you're coming to Mission for your first marathon. Is there anything in particular you're looking forward to?
Probably mostly like hanging out with people and coming up with donation goals.
Yeah, because the heart of Zeldathon and it has lately been just like we need creative ideas because this is going to be our 21st marathon we're coming up on, and it's hard when we like have like not a huge set of like new ideas. It's hard to come up with new ideas between every marathon. So it's always nice bringing in new team members because we always get new fresh ideas like that. Do you have anything brewing? Anything in your head you got thinking?
Not particularly at the moment, because I had like half an idea. Because, okay, so short backstory.
Yeah.
So I work in produce.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times we work with apples. Do you pronounce it gala, gala, or gala?
Gala? Like you go to a gala? Anyways, what
Like
are we talking about galas?
Anyway. But I was thinking, I was like, well, what if we made a donation war for how do you pronounce this? But one, how would you write each one? And two, what game would you relate it to? Like Breath of the Wild, maybe?
I mean, for apples, I'd do it for Breath of the Wild, but like I'd say this: we find like a really like I don't want to say boring game. I don't want to say we want to find a game.
Triforce Heroes.
Yeah, that's one right there. You want to find a game that doesn't have a lot going on in it, and then that's like, all right, well, how do we drum up money? Like Zelda's Adventure has been one of the most profitable games in Zeldathon history because it's a lot of boring screen transitions, and so we've come up with like the Bond Slaps, which was for every $100 7-cent donation we slap somebody on the couch, and every time we've done them, they've been like cash money. So
yeah,
I think we could have like because the biggest thing that people get really upset about is how you pronounce things, and I think you're onto something here. But also, how do you pronounce it, or how do you write it out? I mean, you could use accent marks, right? Shadows, you're the voice acting professional.
You ask, and then they still get it wrong. That's what I've discovered.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's what the YouTube comments have told me.
Yeah. So Shadow, you're returning for Zeldathon mission for your?
I suppose I am. Yes.
What marathon is this going to be for you? Is it? I have a guess, but I'm not sure.
I saw that on the script. I've so according to Zeldathon.net/team, this will be my 9th marathon, but you said 10th. I'm not quite. I haven't been counting myself, honestly.
You came to Lives, didn't you? You came to Lives.
I came to whatever was the last summer Hat House marathon.
You
I
came
don't
to
know what
Lives.
that is. I came to Lives, yeah.
So you came to Lives, and then you didn't come to St. Jude. You did not do that.
Right.
You
So
came
it
to
was
Lives, Adventure, Relief, Deluxe, Hope. Oh God.
Well, let's see
Recovery?
it. Can you do it?
Recovery.
Yeah.
Cures.
Hmm. This is the closest one.
Wild. Aotes.
There you go.
And then
Aotes.
and then it'll be Mission. Yeah, that's
It'll
10.
be Mission. There it is. Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool.
You got it.
We got to update your Z's on the team page to include Lives.
We do have to update the Z's. I don't have Wild on there right now.
You came because all I remember from so I remember very little from Lives other than my knee spontaneously combusting, which was
I remember that.
You brought the cheese hat, and that thing is
I brought the cheese hat.
That thing's so destroyed.
I remember. Yeah, the thing is poor cheese hat. It's been a long time for it, but I remember that, and I remember walking up to the Hat House for the first time with the cheese hat on my head and having this this sad mop of hair that I have on my head, and walking up to the door and like knocking on it, and someone coming up and locking the door promptly as soon as I got close.
There's a cheese salesman outside. Get rid of him.
Because I'm pretty sure very few people, if anybody, ever saw my face up to that point. They're like, and then they looked at their phones like, oh, Shadow, right? Okay, hi.
Did somebody really lock the door? I don't remember that.
It was like one person just like low key walked up and went, kick, and that was it.
I did not know that. That's,
I think they maybe thought it was just like some like drunk guy just walking down the street, like, hey, look, having fun.
I mean, we should have known because we knew there was a reason behind the cheese hat. We knew where you were from, but I don't know.
I thought that made the connection. Yeah.
I mean, it does for me now in the year 2017, but back in 2014, 2013, whatever it was, I don't know if that would have been correct. So you're coming back for mission, and is there anything that you're excited for? Anything you're planning out? Any secrets in the works?
Oh God, it's in a month and a half, isn't it?
It's in 56 days. I'm not ready. I don't know how anybody's ready, but
I'm not.
Like, I haven't planned for like Thanksgiving yet, man.
Yeah.
I can't plan for this.
You know what the worst part is? I see people like around like the end of November start tweeting like, I'm starting my Zeldathon packing early, and I'm like, you can't do that. We still have a month.
No.
You can't do that.
We've barely talked about running Triforce Heroes yet. Like, we haven't even confirmed that we're even playing the game.
Triforce Heroes is a mainstream title, whether we like it or not, and it has to be included in the Legend of Zelda Marathon Zeldathon.
But I mean, like Lindsay and I always have like at least one quick chat before each marathon. Like, we're gonna do this. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And I don't think we've even done that yet, so it hasn't become real enough for me yet. There.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, nothing big in the plans in the works. You don't have Triforce Heroes confirmed yet?
I suppose that we're probably going to run Triforce Heroes, and with any luck, we'll try to make it the fastest Triforce Heroes run we've ever done. Can I say it right now? Fine. We're going to do a world record run of Triforce Heroes.
Triforce
right
Heroes
there.
3 player.
Right now. I just said it.
I'm excited.
You know why we can do that?
Because nobody else plays it.
Because every time we play it, we get better than the previous version, and nobody else has beat us. So, yeah, we could probably do it.
Perfect. Anyways, let's talk to Betsy for a second, because I went right into like how you got into Zeldathon, but we didn't get to know a little bit about you and who you are. Nice tea. Slurp that. I'm sorry.
It just came in today, actually.
Oh, what's that?
This one just came in today.
The shirt?
Oh, you meant...
There's a disconnect here. When he said tea, he meant the tea I was holding. And
yeah, no.
This occurred to me, and then I was like, oh.
No, talk to me about the T-shirt. What T-shirt is that? Yeah, you got me interested. That's Majora shirt. Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Where's that from?
Yeti from Manila and Jamie. I don't know how to pronounce. He spells it Jaime. I don't know how he pronounces it.
Jimmy?
No. No.
No, I didn't see that shirt. Now I'm a little sad because that's a pretty pretty cool shirt. But let's talk about your name. So Betsy7Cat. Give us the background. I like to know about it. We know Shadow Temple's name history. So what's Betsy7Cat?
Wow, it's my name and my favorite number and my favorite animal.
You like cats?
Wow.
And so anybody who follows Betsy7Cat on Snapchat will know Betsy7Cat likes to tweet or Snapchat cats. I'm going to go to Snapchat right now and see if you have anything inside your story.
I do.
Let's find out.
I'm prepared.
I don't know how
I'm prepared in advance without knowing it.
Betsy. Oh, look. Is there another one? Hold on. Oh, yeah,
yes.
There's another one. Was there another one? Is there another one?
Yep.
Okay, we got three. You're liable for that.
Plot twist.
What? That's a dog. That's a dog emoji. That's the dog emoji. Shadow, you're looking too peaceful. Are you a dog or cat person? Okay.
Sorry. I was busily like spamming my keyboard to send a message to Rosie that we're making a T-shirt. It's happening.
Oh, a shirt that just says the letter T.
No, it'll be like a
cup of tea. A cup of
like
tea.
a cup of tea on the shirt, and it's gonna be a T-shirt.
Oh,
we're working on this right. I like literally just messaged her saying we are gonna make this shirt. Sorry, I'm a dog person, but I also like cats.
Perfect. Shadow, were you at MagFest?
Perfect. Come on.
When we met Betsy, were you there?
Yeah, MagFest. I think we were standing in line to get into MagFest, and
yeah.
that was the first time I met Betsy.
Into the big hall.
I think we were waiting for merch to open.
Yeah, the merch hall. And man, the merch hall at MagFest is such a double-edged sword. It's good because there's all sorts of good stuff in there, and they make it very non-corporate. It's all like community people, but at the same time, is one of the most mismanaged lines in history every time.
Wait, the merch line, really?
The getting into like the expo hall.
Oh,
line,
sorry,
the merch
sorry. I
hall.
was missing it. I was like, as soon as I heard merch, I was like, oh my god, you're gonna say that one's better than the TwitchCon merch line?
The TwitchCon merch line wasn't too bad. I mean, okay, I'm biased. Let's be. I had the partner preview line, so that helped me. But it was the one at TwitchCon bad? It was just like a snake rope. It was just long. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Like, and I actually appreciate that they did a few other things. But yeah, yeah, I think that was the first time we met. And I think we went off and played a board game for a while, didn't we, Betsy?
Yeah, I remember that.
It was fun.
I saw you tweeting about it, and I'm like, oh, where is that? And it took me like 20 minutes to find you.
What board game do you guys remember?
Ticket to Ride.
Yep, it was definitely Ticket to Ride.
What a good game! I don't
She's
own that
got
game,
a
but I really
ticket to
want it.
ride.
It's such an amazing game. I bought this new game. It's I don't know what it is. But it's got trains, and the only reason I haven't played it yet is because I have to assemble all these tiny cardboard trains, and I haven't gotten into it yet because I don't want to assemble all these cardboard trains.
Oh, Manila, he's in chat. That's one of the people who did this shirt.
Oh, well, how did we manage that one? That one's perfect. That's perfect. Excellent. Here's what happened. I tweeted the picture, and your shirt was visible.
Yes.
There we go. That's
and
networking.
they follow me, so.
Networking just happened.
Networking.
Live. Shadow, now you being the networking manager of the century, since we last spoke, you've been trying to get more networked and involved in serious voice acting, which is something that you've always wanted to do.
It's true. Yeah.
Can you give us a life update on that whole thing?
I will, but before I do, I just want to say that Rosie was watching, like, me say that I was sending a message to Rosie, and I hadn't sent the message to Rosie yet, and I just sent the message now. So the T-shirt is gonna happen. We're making this happen live.
Perfect.
Anyway,
wonderful.
yeah. So the past like few months, you know, ever since I got out of like normal regular engineering, I have been teaching at a museum and also trying to get a little bit more improved on the whole voice acting business. And so back in I guess it was probably May or June, I submitted my materials, my voice demo, if you will, because that actually is what it is, to a local talent agency. And then all of a sudden at the end of August, they're like, hey, yeah, sure. All right. So yeah, now I'm a legit voice actor, I guess.
How's it going? Is there anything you can talk about, like your projects that you've been doing?
There's supposedly a project that's supposed to be released at some point. I actually finally had something that like a paid gig. I did it. It was fun. It was for a hospital in Colorado.
There you go.
And I'm in Wisconsin, so that, you know, I will never hear it, but
I'm
somewhere
sorry.
there.
I just started thinking of like, hello, Colorado people. It's me, Shadow Temple. Are you sick? You want to not be? Head on over
to hospital
to Boulder General. Perfect.
No, I actually, fun fact, I cannot do a commercial for Boulder General because that would be regional conflicts. Thank you very much.
Is there such a thing as Boulder General? Is that a real thing?
No, but if there was, I wouldn't be able to do a commercial for it.
Perfect. And you're having
I'm
a fun
learning
time
all
with
these
it?
things.
Having a fun time with it?
I really am enjoying myself. There are a lot of auditions that are coming out of the woodwork that are like really fun to try. And even if I don't get the gigs, what's cool is like a month later, I'll see the commercial out there with the person who beat me to it. We're like, yeah, you know what? They sounded better than I did on that one. Okay, yeah.
And it's inspiration. It gives you drive to work harder, right?
Gives me determination. To also be like, man, I'm out of my league. But determination.
Work harder. So is the voice actor life talking to yourself while lying in bed? Try and how does Marissa enjoy you voice acting?
That was my life before voice acting. Like that, as soon as I started doing the streamer life, I was already just talking to myself all the time.
You make a fair point, because really we're talking to each other, but are we really? We're not in the same location.
According to my mother right now, I'm just talking to a wall.
Also, you say talking to yourself while lying in bed, and all I can think of, but that's terrible breath support.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, definitely. You got to make sure that you speak from the diaphragm, not from the throat. That's one thing that I'm working on because since I teach
Working on
during
your
the day.
posture?
Yeah. Because teaching during the day, it already kind of tears up your throat. And then you stream for 3 hours a night, then that tears up your throat. And then you try to do auditions and your throat's like torn up. You're like, wow, I wonder what happened here.
TwitchCon wrecked me. So speaking in the, and you heard me, Shadow. You heard my voice
I
after.
Heard you. Oh yeah, you were dead.
Because I was at the Direct Relief Gaming booth all day talking about charity being all cool, but the problem was I wasn't talking like this. I was talking like this. Yeah, do you stream? What do you stream? And after 8 hours of that, I'm like, all right, who wants to go to the party? It's like, let's go.
Your booth had a DDR machine like right next to it, kitty corner.
Yeah,
Dude.
And like that thing was blasting, which great, awesome. You want to be a charity bringing a DDR machine? Like yeah.
Except they made all the other charities have to yell.
Yep, the whole time.
The entire time. But it was fine. We worked through it. So getting back to Zeldathon, Betsy, do you have a favorite moment from Zeldathon history? A moment that you remember from I guess Recovery Classic, Cures Wild?
There's a lot of good moments, but the one for some reason that stands out the most to me is during Hyrule Warriors at Recovery.
Mm-hmm.
I donated the Great Fairy sound right as the Great Fairy came down on screen laughing, and I legitimately could not tell which laugh was the game and which laugh was the donation.
Amazing.
Or if there was a laugh in the game.
One of my favorite things at Zeldathon is when we have those perfectly timed donations. Of course, some people at this point plan them out like the they plan the Careless Whisper at the end of Spirit Tracks, for example. The Andy
awesome.
Scream during the Andy Scream section.
Oh yeah, there was some like Wilhelm Scream that was like really perfectly timed, but I don't remember why it was timed.
Yeah, all those perfect. That's one of the magic of secret sounds. That was why they were created. Because the original idea behind secret sounds was to have them be like clapping sounds and stuff. So that way, like when we succeeded, everybody would donate like $5 and 10 cents, and so the entire audience would be like clapping for us, like, "Yay, good job, you guys did it!" And,
nice.
But then it spiraled out of control, and now we have tearing you apart, Lisa, Brother Man, Bill, etc., etc., etc.
Yep.
Shadow, do you have a favorite moment? Has that changed since we last Zeldathon showed?
Oh God, I should have realized this question was coming up, and then
yes, because it's on the outline that I sent you earlier today.
Yeah, it was on there, and also like I was like, yeah, I'll come up with something by then, and now it is now. Okay, I really, honestly, this sounds extremely selfish, and it is.
I know what you're saying.
I really did enjoy Papers, Please than anything other than Zeldathon.
It was amazing.
His drugs.
His drugs.
Thank you.
So Shadow, we're gonna have some live little dialogue right here between you and me, and everybody else gets to hear it, but you guys don't get to see the results of it. Shadow, with a nod or a shake of your head, how excited would you be for some sort of Ayut's run papers, like Ayut's Paper Please Run inspired shirt for mission? We'll talk about it more later. All right. That's in the works, everybody.
Okay.
Anyway, perfect. So we got a lot of your viewer questions. Thank you guys for sending them to us. But before we get into that, we have a special video. We have a bunch of videos already made for release up to mission, and we got some really special ones. But the first one we have is a video that was made outside of the stream room, and we didn't have time to edit it like on site. And it's called Zeldathon Gone Wild. So I hope you're very.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I hope you're excited for it. It's something that probably should have came a little bit closer to Wild when it was happening, but yeah, I hope you all enjoy this. We'll be back.
The mature filter up?
Yeah, the mature filter's up. We'll be back in a few moments.
Good.
Here we have a bunch of African wild dogs. Now it's very rare to be able to see them in the daytime like this. We're quite lucky. As you can see, they are in the shade because they are nocturnal predators. However, they're more scavengers than anything, much like their hyena brethren. They enjoy eating carrion more than they enjoy taking down prey. Here we can see the youngest member of the herd, the group, joining his brother and sister. Obviously, the family has some issues to work out.
This is a true beauty. This is a giraffe, of course. One of the, if not the tallest mammal ever. As you can see here, he's leaning over his cell, his cage, to eat some food here. These beautiful creatures can grow up to 18 feet in height. They often lead very peaceful existences because they don't really compete with anyone else. Because of their sheer size, other herbivores cannot reach the same food source that they use. You can actually, there are different subspecies within the giraffe that you can actually see by their coloration and their patterns. So it's not actually just the same species of giraffe with a different pattern, but an entirely different species altogether.
Now, in this enclosure, we can see the North American sea otter. Everyone knows otters. Adorable.
River.
It's the river otter. What did I say?
You said sea.
Sea otter. Perfect. What you're looking at is the North American river otter. Everyone knows otters. Adorable, playful, lovely, furred. Look at them. This is really just incredible. Now, the North American river otter has an extremely high metabolism, digesting food within 3 hours. So they must be constantly consuming fish and other small animals to be able to maintain their diet. Reminds me of myself. Smashing.
Lucky, he's a big one. This one is. Look at him. Oh. Here's the thing about crocodiles and alligators. Their bite is very strong, but when they open their mouths, their muscles are not nearly as strong. You can actually hold their mouths shut.
Here we have one of my personal favorite creatures, the red panda. Now, the red panda is a bit of a sad tale. They are considered a protected species in Nepal, as well as on the endangered list in China. No one knows how many red pandas exist in the wild. The rough estimate is only 6,000 of these beautiful creatures. Luckily, our Wild Foundation is working to help preserve these environments. So donors, you can help preserve these absolutely beautiful creatures.
What you've got here are some lovely Sheilas, little kangaroos. These little beauties are, of course, native to my own Australia. We're just chilling out right now, enjoying a good shade. There's a few others around here somewhere, but these two just decided to pose pretty perfect for us. So, just look at them. They can grow to be up to 5 feet in height. They're very tall, but they're not someone you want to approach in the wild. So make sure they can be very dangerous creatures, but admiring them from afar, of course, 100% okay.
Now, what you're seeing here is an Amur tiger, whose natural habitat includes East Asia, parts of India, and our Mars Preserve. Now, the Amur tiger is a smashing swimmer. Excellent swimming muscles, but not a great climber. This is why our friend Leo the lion here, who is not a lion, but in fact a tiger, is swimming and not climbing. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Oh, he's leaving. Now, unfortunately, he is mostly nocturnal, so the fact that I'm here talking to him, he's not very happy with me. He's got his back to me because, as with most people, he does not want an interview. Isn't that right? No words. No words. Remember, your donations allow the Wild Foundation to help sponsor wildlife conservation.
We're going to spin the dark. We're going to spin the dark. We're going to spin the dark.
Spin the dark.
We're going to spin the dark.
And we're back. I hope you all enjoyed that video of our.
Spin the duck.
It was sloshing.
Sorry, what? Hi.
It was awesome. No. So we sent out a nice crew, including Lizardu, who provided some excellent shots. Lizardu, camerawoman of the year, making us a nice little Zeldathon Gone Wild video, which I thought was really fun. I'm sorry we couldn't release it like during the marathon when it might have been a little bit more relevant to what we were doing, but I thought we wanted it out there, so we got it out there for you, and it's up on YouTube now in case you want to rewatch it.
Adorable.
Liz says she's proud, and we are proud of you, Liz. We are very proud of you.
Yes.
Anyways, let's dive into questions. Let's get right into it. Dinomation asks 3 short questions. All right. What is your favorite day of the week?
Probably Friday, because it's the one day I don't work and I don't have like any rehearsal or anything.
I like Sundays personally because that's my day off of stream that I usually go and do fun things in the world.
I say I'm a Saturday Sunday guy myself. A
Unfortunately,
weekend surprise.
Yeah, weekend's getting all the love. What are your preferred toppings on a hot dog?
Either barbecue sauce or ketchup. Sometimes onion.
I'm with you, Betsy. I like the ketchup. So I like mayo. Mayo's not bad. If you have ketchup, mayo with you put okay. Follow me. All right. So you take the bun. You take the bun. Obviously, it's a King's Hawaiian sweet roll bun because why not?
Very very specifically has to be that kind.
So you take a schlop of mayo. You know. Half a tablespoon. Maybe
We're talking one schlap or twos?
One schlap. All right, maybe 2 if you don't get enough. And you spread it on the bun so you get the lower layer of mayo in there. So it's a crevasse, a trough, you might say, of mayo. Then you
now have sweet bread and mayo.
Then you put the Smith's brand hot dog into your mayo trough.
You cook it first.
Of course.
Just checking.
Shadow.
It wasn't part of the process.
Don't ask stupid questions on my podcast.
It wasn't part of the process.
Okay. Then you take your ketchup, not your Help Hope Live water bottle. You take your ketchup and you do 1 line of ketchup. Only 1 line, because that'll be the perfect like the sweetness and the tanginess that will go well with like the base flavor of the mayo, and it'll be great. Perfect.
A schlop of mayo and a line of ketchup.
Yeah. Alternatively, you just go relish only.
To me.
Relish only is another option, but
okay.
I'm gonna put down my invisible hot dog. I'm sorry, I flipped it over.
No.
How do you set down your invisible hot dog?
You made that invisible hot dog. You eat that invisible hot dog. Do not
that
waste
we're not
invisible
doing.
food.
That will provide.
This isn't social eating.
Well, also that will provide some very strange images without an actual hot dog in the hand. So.
As long as you bite, it's fine.
No.
Breaks the illusion immediately.
All right, Shadow, talk to me about your favorite topping.
Hi. So hot dogs, right? For me, you got to commit. You either commit entirely or you just do a little bit. I usually go like just onions on a hot dog, or I go chili cheese everything. Just like explode everything.
Do you ketchup at all?
Stadium sauce, which is really just a fancy way of saying ketchup and barbecue sauce, essentially.
Okay.
You don't know stadium sauce?
No, but you described it and I'm down. I'm good.
It's essentially just like a zestier ketchup, more or less.
See, I'm okay with that because I love zest. So,
yeah.
Mr. Zest, Super Zest Gamer.
There you go.
Okay, we're just gonna do yes or no's on this one because I don't want to have this go deep because it could. Is a hot dog a sandwich, Betsy?
Let's not go there. I'm not gonna answer that.
Shadow?
Hot dog's a taco.
I'm down with that.
Is a taco a sandwich?
No, it is not. It's a taco.
I'm with you, Shadow. All right, let's move on. Anonymous asks, Betsy, what's going through your mind right now as you prepare to attend your first marathon this winter?
How much do I save? How much can I pack? How am I getting there? How am I getting back?
Yeah, that's about right. Usually that's what everybody addresses, and it's usually once people arrive in the Mars Hotel and they're like, "Hey, what's up, MC? Hey, Shadow, how you doing?" That they start to think, "All right, now how do we raise some money for charity?" That's usually how it happens. That's usually the order of the flow.
Pretty much, yeah. You just kind of walk in and it's like, "Oh, okay, I'm here now," and we sit down and we start. Let's go.
Exactly. Once the camera's on and Shadow says, "Good morning, noon, or night." Welcome back to Zeldathon fans across the world. Or what do you say?
That was exactly what I said, including whatever I say.
Perfect. Alyssa, we already answered your question about your favorite moment from past Zeldathon. I didn't answer. Do I have a favorite moment from past Zeldathon?
Ooh, this would be interesting. It's like picking your favorite kid.
It is. I really enjoyed so let me talk about my favorite moments from Wild. I loved Deal or No Deal. I loved the Jam Train, of course. The Jig Academy Awards were a expected victory, an expected hit.
Let's be honest, it was better. It turned out better than I think any of us expected.
I always worry with Jiggy. Jiggy loves to overproduce things. Jiggy likes to say, "All right, it's going to take an hour." I'm like, "You can't have an hour of my marathon."
He wanted to do a dance number at the beginning.
Did he?
He did at one time or another. I'm pretty sure a dance number was discussed.
I never heard about this.
This does not surprise me.
I'm glad it got cut on the
great.
cutting room floor before it got to me, because I would have been like, veto stamp, which is also my Help Hope Live gaming bottle. Boom. Also ketchup. Multi-purpose tool here.
I like this multi-purpose tool. Ketchup and seal of disapproval stamp.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next question. Samantha and Natalie asks, what are your thoughts on Breath of the Wild? What are your thoughts on Breath of the Wild, a Wild after release now? Do you think we'll get another Zelda game remake or not anytime soon? Let's go with the first one. Shadow, did you Breath of the Wild at all?
I did not actually. I never, because I don't have a Switch, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
The closest access I have to it is Marissa, who owns the game but not a Switch, so I can look at the case.
So
that was me for I got the the special edition, not the pretty. The
special edition, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, not the deluxe one.
It goes regular, special, master, and now there's the new Explorers edition.
Right.
But
I got the special edition on release date.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a Switch until Mario Kart came out for it. So, whatever that time frame is.
What are your thoughts on Breath of the Wild? You like it? You having fun with it?
I love playing it. I've spent a lot of hours on it. I think over 100 probably. And I was like, oh, I don't want to beat this game because I'm never going back to it if I beat it. And I was right. Because I'm I have other games to beat.
Right.
If I didn't have other games to beat, I'd probably still be playing it.
Right. I think that with me, Breath of the Wild, the problem is I know I have to do it for every Zelda 100% eventually here on my Twitch channel. So I've kind of abstained from playing it more over time here.
Did you save the remaining did you save 6 months out of the year to do it? Geez, that's going to take a long time,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's going to be the last thing I do for every Zelda 100%, which I kind of planned out, so it'll be next year between Zeldathons. So
2018 will be your 100% Breath of the Wild run.
I think it'll go fast. I am going to use a map. I will have a guide present. I'm not going to rely on it. I'm not just going to follow it to the T, but I'll have it present once we get down to the nitty gritty. So
okay, fair enough.
And thoughts on, do we think we're going to another Zelda game, remake or not, anytime soon? Shadow?
Do we think we're going to get a new one is the question?
Yeah, another Zelda game, remake or not. Are we going to see another Zelda release soon?
I think they're still kind of running victory laps on Breath of the Wild for now. I don't think we'd see anything new. I'm trying to think what would be remade at this point. I think
Skyward
the game,
Sword.
the Skyward, yeah, well, is it really? Yeah, I guess it'd be the one next in line, huh?
It's been 6 years, but I don't think that's enough. I think that Skyward Sword HD is a far off dream. I think that honestly, I think they'd want to try to redo some more stuff with the Link Between Worlds engine. I think they had a lot of fun with that. I don't know if it released on 3DS, but I think we'd see something in the vein of A Link Between Worlds, Triforce Heroes on the Switch.
I could see that. I honestly think it's probably going to be Skyward Sword HD next.
Yeah.
Honestly, because that's the last HD game besides Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious how they would do that with how the controls Because, like, obviously, if you have like your Switch, your right Joy-Con, you can or whatever, you can swing your Joy-Con. But nobody's gonna want to swing their entire Switch.
That's true. Yeah, but I mean, as a like this, and like, all right, whoo, that would not be fun.
Triforce
No.
Heroes 2, where you play with 5 other people to create 2 separate totems.
If it was a 2-player game, I'd be all about Triforce Heroes. If it was Duo Heroes, I'd be Duo Force Heroes. I'd be all about that. But no. I saw some people in chat talking about the Oracle games or the Minish Cap. The problem is they were developed mostly by Capcom, and there's a reason why we haven't heard the Minish Cap and Oracle games inside the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses. For those who follow that scene, it's because obviously I don't think they care about negotiating with Capcom to like figure out who owns what from those games.
Licenses.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo obviously re-released the games on 3DS, but you know that's probably because Capcom's getting a cut of that.
Right.
So yeah, that's a good one. Let's keep going on these questions. We got a lot of questions. Gan 11. To all, am I crazy or does MCG SFW look like a boo?
Kinda.
The Steve Harvey face.
By the way, I did not know it was Steve Harvey until after anything other than Zeldathon.
See, okay.
Same.
That's why I'm considering removing it because a lot of people don't. I thought the comic it came from was more widespread. I thought more people. It does kind of look like a Steve Harvey boo. Now that you mention it with the ears, it kind of looks like the. Oh no! I can't unsee that. No.
Honestly, though, I still like it because it just sells this like you can't say that on TV.
Exactly.
It's perfectly fine, even if you don't know that's not Steve Harvey, and even if you don't know like Steve Harvey on Family Feud, you can still get like random guys shouting you can't say that on TV.
So yeah, I think if people haven't seen that, Google Steve Harvey. You can't say that on TV, and you'll get the comic if you go into images, and then you'll see where that image I wonderfully borrowed it from.
Yeah, if I googled you can't say that on TV comic and I found it like quick.
Perfect. Let's see what do we got here. Laylight asks, if you were to do a non-Nintendo charity marathon, what game series would we do? I think we just non-Nintendo. I thought you said non-Zelda at first. So, Shadow, say Mass Effect.
Same Mass Effect.
Would you do Mass Effect marathon? Would you like? I mean, there is a Mass Effect marathon, but
there was. It no longer exists. But if all of a sudden the Zeldathon team is like, "Hey, Shadow, let's do a Mass Effect marathon," yes, I would, and I think we do a great time with it.
Betsy, what games do you like? Hold on, let me try to. I'm gonna try to hone in on this one. Animal Crossing.
I played it for about a month before I stopped playing it.
Hold on.
I played it for a month straight, and then I was like,
a month is not
this
Animal
too much
Crossing
work.
addiction. Let me try again. Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Wait, this is Nintendo. I'm supposed to be trying non-Nintendo. Anyways, I'm sorry. Okay, non-Nintendo. Betsy, tell me.
This would imply I know non-Nintendo games. The only non-Nintendo games are still on Nintendo consoles, just
That's
not
fine.
by Nintendo.
If it was not okay, but what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I don't
She's
know
out.
if that's just this.
Oh, pets, cats.
Cats.
Let's go. The whole pet series. I'm in. All right.
Yep. I'm in too. Maybe some Nintendogs thrown there too, just for
Okay,
some
but the
comparisons.
fun thing about that, it's nothing like the DS Pets Cats game, even though it's the same exact name. It's actually an adventure game. Which, why did they call it the same thing?
Absolutely.
But by the way, people saying Personathon in chat. Yeah, that's great. Let's do a month-long marathon. All
God.
5 games. It would take literally a month.
Yeah. No. But Betsy, if AOTS 2 happens in the far off future, and you're still with our friendly Zeldathon team,
I have 2 options actually.
yes, submit both those. Submit them both. Anyways, next question. Video James asks, will we see the return of the meme/joke block at Mission? And the answer is a solid. I haven't figured out anything with the schedule yet. And also, you're putting me on the spot. You're a team member. You could ask me. It's in private. No, we don't know yet. I know we don't want to do Navi trackers again. I talked to Zach about that. We're gonna keep Navi trackers on the back burner. But I wouldn't be opposed to figuring out Battle Quest into the schedule and crossbow training, as well as maybe Game and Watch. Let's see if Doug or OC are up for that one.
Who was it that last played crossbow training? Wasn't it Liz?
No, it was we did that at Recovery. We did Battle Quest. The joke blokes. I forgot the name of our dang team. Ever since Power Wisdom and Courage teams came along, I've completely forgotten about the joke blokes until just now. And so no, I think it was just Carolyn. Yeah. Anyways, Shadow, is there any Zelda games you want to see inside the meme joke block?
Return of this Sonic Zelda level.
Oh, Sonic, not Lost Levels. It was World or something. I don't even remember the game. Was it Lost Levels?
I have no recollection of where it's from, but I remember it, and I was like, yeah, we should do that again.
The problem was it's a 5-minute game. So the only way I'd say we should definitely do that is if it was planned to release, or if we did it first, right after we did a Wii U game like Wind Waker HD or Twilight Princess HD or something like that. So that way there'd be zero setup for it. Sonic Lost World, thank you. Did I say Lost Levels or something? That's Mario.
For Steam, there you go. We can do it.
Perfect. Oh, it is. It's on Steam. There we go. Then I said to set up a
transitions
computer.
needed. We just put it over.
That'd be fun. So let's see. Let's move right along. Mr. Pancake asks, Shadow Pancakes.
Just not a question, just a statement.
Shadow
Pancakes.
Pancakes? Question mark. How do you respond?
Pancakes.
What is this? A throwback to the waffle pancakes French toast battle?
French toast,
Fight.
obviously.
It's an endless fight, but also my chat frequently reminds me of pancakes. So there you go. You want it? There it is. Pancakes.
Perfect. Just Connix asks, Betsy, how did you decide what shirt to wear for your first Zeldathon show?
You are correct in thinking that this is normally a thing I would put a lot of thought into. I picked it because it was the one that came in today. But it's also a Zelda shirt, so perfect.
Excellent. Sonic795 asks, have any of you played Super Mario Odyssey yet?
Ooh.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I have. It's pretty good. I haven't beat it yet. I got my controller here, my dog Joy-Cons. Right,
I'm not even to New Donk City yet.
New Donk City is a highlight of the game.
So I've heard. I will. Hey, Marissa, want to go halvesies on Super Mario Odyssey and not the console for the Switch, so we can continue just stockpiling games that we can't play?
Look at all of our great games for the Switch, dude. I love this game. Can we play it right now? No, I don't have the console.
No, man.
People coming over to Shadow's house sucks. It's like going over to Shadow's house sucks. Like, wow, you got all these games. Can we play Mario Party 2 for the N64? I don't have an N64.
No.
All right, how about Mario Party 6 for the GameCube? Oh, I don't have a GameCube. This repeats forever. You just have games but no consoles.
I just really like the boxes, guys.
No, then they go into your computer. It's like, well, let's play a Steam game. Oh, you have Overcooked. I hear that's a really great game. Can we play that? And then your computer just disappears. No, I don't have a computer.
Just out of existence.
No, I don't have a computer.
Computer broke.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yep.
Michi asks, Betsy, was it a wish to one day be invited to Zeldathon, or was this kind of a?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was hoping for it since recovery.
You saw your first one's like, I want to go there.
Yeah.
I feel bad not knowing that. Like, okay, now I'm sounding super self-important right here. But because I've been here since the first one, I've never known what it's like to watch a Zeldathon and have the feeling of, I'd like to go to that. I've seen it with Desert Bus. I see Desert Bus all the time, and I'm like, I want to go there. Desert Bus.
Would you like us to lock you out of mission, MC? Is that what you'd like?
No, and you don't want that either.
Please don't. I don't know what to do.
We flirted with the idea in the past, not between directors, but between just like team members. I've like said, it's like, you know how fun it would be for me to just take a marathon off, like give you guys all the tools, the access to the U-Haul with all the equipment in it, give you my computer, all my passwords. You have every access that you have except for me, and just see how a marathon goes.
You would literally have an ulcer.
It'd
Like,
be, I'd die.
Yeah, you would actually die. No, we'd have to essentially like, I know we joked about it a lot, but we'd actually have to lock you in the U-Haul, and we have to drive in the opposite direction of the marathon for at least a few days.
Okay, now that brings up another one of my big projects I've always wanted to do. Okay, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna love this one. So this is a project that I want to do, not for me, and it's never gonna happen because of logistics. It'll never happen. But if you know anything about our good friend Zach, Chewy Goodness, it's that he is exceptionally adept at getting from one point to another point, no matter where it is in our freaking United States, at like zero cost. And I don't understand it. I don't understand how he gets all these rides and plane tickets. But anyways, here's the thing. What I want to do is I want to lock him inside a U-Haul or other semi-like truck. I want to drive for 12 hours, release him with a cameraman, and give him $10. And I want to do this all on Zeldathon setup day to see if he can get to the marathon before it starts, and have a documentary like video of that. And I've discussed with him. And he was like, "Why are you giving me $10? I can do it with 5." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's perfect."
All right.
Incredible.
Everybody says yes, do it. Unfortunately, that's not a very profitable idea for anyone involved.
Just put it on YouTube. Put it on Facebook video, or put it on YouTube and then have it show up on Facebook video. It'd be 3 times more popular.
But I'm considering it, and if there was a possibility to like do, I think it would have to be for a summer marathon. But I would consider doing something.
Yeah.
Like
We don't want a frozen deep somewhere in the world.
Yeah, that'd
Zaxical.
Anyways, let's move on.
Burn the $10.
Duggernaut asks to Betsy, when are you going to pick up Zelda's Adventure?
1, I'm bad at games. 2, I don't own a CDI. 3, I don't have space to download an emulator.
So, if you had a CDI, the first point doesn't matter. It's Zelda's Adventure. You can be bad at games. I mean, that's kind of like a prerequisite to play Zelda's Adventure. Anyways.
I mean, if someone wants to send me a CDI and...
Don't say that! Don't say that! Doug and OC are present. Don't say that.
He also has like 30 copies of Zelda's Adventure.
A CDI will show up at your door. You can't say that.
With at least 5 copies of Zelda's Adventure.
Yeah, it's like, well, this is your copy to break after you beat the game the first time, and the other 4 for you to play normally.
You're playing with fire. You're playing with fire.
Sonic795 asks a question that I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, so I'm going to ignore this question. Sonic795, thank you for your question. I think it's the only one you asked. I'm not sure if this has been Nintendo like officially released. I'm sorry, I'm going to skip it, but that's because I don't know. Anon asks, anonymous, when will Tingle return from the war? People are wondering if Tingle's going to get into Zeldathon. If this is a Zeldathon team member asking the question, why don't you talk to me in private? We'll figure it out because the schedule's still a work in progress. I'm actually going to make a message about it soon about figuring out what we can do with our extra Breath of the Wild given time. Tingle 2, though, and Doug, I know you're listening. Tingle 2 is a hard maybe right now because we don't have... If there was an official English patch, I would consider it. If there was an official... Or not official, but like even a fan-made English patch for the game, that would be nice. However, I don't want to put a Japanese-only game up on the stream for that one. I'm sorry.
Dungeon trackers.
And I know that one's in the works. So we'll figure that out. Cattyons asks, how many cats? I think that's directed to you, Betsy.
Yeah, probably. I only actually have 2 cats.
Not 7. What's the point? Should be Betsy 7 cats or Betsy 2 cats.
Look, I made this username before I actually had any cats.
Oh, really? That's actually surprising. I did not know that. You liked cats, and then you got a cat for the username.
Well, when I was like 2 or 3, we had a couple cats, but like I don't really.
And that's when you made your username, of course. You
no, my first username was Super Electric Cat.
Good.
You slowly incremented the name as you got more cats. I assume once he gets 35 cats, he'll become Betsy 35 Cat.
Perfect. Hop Up 201 asks, Betsy and Shadow, how many quotes can we expect from you that will be stream quotes worthy this coming Zeldathon mission?
I don't know. Go ahead, Betsy. I actually kind of want to do the math based on just like the average that I've pulled off in the past couple marathons.
So let's say you say 5 noteworthy things per day per Zeldathon. That's 25 quotes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how many hours do you think you're like? I think the average Zeldathon team member is on stream 6 hours a day at maximum. Probably less than that overall, like maybe 4 to 6 hours. And during that, you say maybe one noteworthy thing an hour. I don't know. 5 to 6 a day seems about correct. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. By the way, MC, it is now on stream quotes, a schlop of mayo in the crevasse.
Oh, so
there you go.
Schlop in the
Kept in.
And then the ketchup.
Kept in perpetuity.
Was I stamping or was I ketchup? Anyways.
It's going to be a lot of quotes. Let's just say that people pay very close attention to what I say and then take it out of context. That is what they do.
Perfect. Laylight asks, Shadow, recommended mic for voice work?
Is a good question. I mean, the only things that I can say are the things that I did, which I started off with the Blue Yeti, which is the ultimate versatile microphone.
Absolutely.
That really isn't built for voice work,
Correct.
but I still love it to death. Because it actually is meant for like picking up a room or picking up instruments. But I mean, the microphone I have right here is the same one that MC is waving him to himself as well, which is the Shure SM7B. Which is a lovely microphone, and I love it to death now. But yeah, I mean, I started with the Blue Yeti, and it was a lovely thing. I mean, you can make it work for like voice stuff, and it's great, and I love it to death. And I still use it for cooking when I cook. But yeah, no, otherwise it's this one all the way, man.
And I'm sitting here with my AT2020.
AT2020 is a good mic.
That's also a fantastic microphone.
There it is.
Like that is the like it's when people get started streaming. Those are the two they mentioned: either Blue Yeti or the Blue Yeti Snowball. Or the AT2020, so
Absolutely.
You're fine.
Look at this. We modeled off the microphones. I wish I had a Blue Yeti like right here. Like, and the Blue Yeti microphone, blackout edition. Unfortunately,
of course.
Let's move on. Planos asks, Betsy, what are you looking for? Which game are you looking forward to be? Which game are you most looking forward to be at live for? Which game are you excited for at Mission? Holy gosh, this question has some words. Also, to keep it interesting, no answering Triforce Heroes or Wind Waker while me and Shadow are here, apparently.
Okay, then.
No, probably either, like, for the game itself, either Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. But for whoever's running the game, that would have to be Hyrule Warriors, no question.
Hyrule Warriors? Yeah. I mean, Hyrule Warriors is always it's a hoot because we realize that this game at its base can be kind of, I don't want to say boring because it's a very exciting game. It's very action filled, but it becomes very repetitive after like the first 2 hours. And so Kay and Panda have made it wonderful over time. And of course, the whole cast that they bring along with them is a great family that has formed around Hyrule Warriors. So I'm always happy for that.
I just realized your Streamlabs icon is like centered on my pop filter.
My Streamlabs icon?
Like when that shows up on the stream itself.
The extension you've got activated.
I forgot about that thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Please excuse me.
No, it's not a problem. I'm just amused.
Hop Up 21 asks, Betsy, which games do you expect to be on stream for, and will you be tackling Donation Tech Soundstation?
Well, I'd sort of answered that the first part.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what all games. It'll probably depend on what the schedule is.
Yeah.
As for what I want to tackle, I'd like to read donations. I don't know about doing tech.
Cool. No, and it's one of those things that, like, at the first marathon, I think everybody's kind of like takes the time to like just kind of get assimilated with the team, kind of meet everybody, and
Yeah.
and if you happen to be one of the people up at 5 a.m., congratulations, you're gonna learn how to run tech or sound or read donations because everyone else is asleep, and it's like, Betsy, you're awake. Can you run tech for just like 7 hours? I gotta go and run and do a thing.
Yeah, no. If you're
go
like watching this stream and you're like, man, I wish I could get on that stream. Just wait till 4 a.m. when everybody else dies.
Yeah. No, tech isn't that bad. Everybody hypes up tech. You have to learn how to change scenes on XSplit. And
I mean, that shouldn't be too hard, right?
no, you just click a button. I can do it right now.
Sound
but-
Station is like you have like interface with all the slidey things, right?
The faders, yes, correct.
Yeah, I've seen one of those at church.
Yeah, exactly. Like, one of those things. It's super powerful. And the one thing we're doing, and I guess I can talk about this, that it matters very little for all you at home, but will make a big difference for you all in overall and for our teammates. Is we're doing something called Navi Guides this time around. I came up with the name.
Yeah. I saw that. That's a fantastic idea, and it's a quality of life thing that probably should have happened a while ago.
Yeah. So we're gonna have pieces of paper that are gonna be laminated with a hole in them, and they're gonna have a little icon of Navi. And the idea is like, Navi's a helper, assistant character, and they're gonna have a bunch of like documentation information on how to run every station, like what buttons you need to press, what sliders you should be touching, for like audio, and like how to run each camera, like basic info on like, so if you've never run a camera before at Zeldathon and it's like, hey, can you run camera real quick? It should only take you like 2 minutes to read through the Navi guide and just like read through it real quick and be able to run it. So it's one of those things that'll help everybody at home because everybody will be hopefully get better at running each of these stations, and also the team will be able to do more. Like there's some people who would say, I don't want to run camera, I don't know how to. So
yeah, that'll improve because like you'll be like, who wants to run tech station? And you just get like a pile of shrugs because nobody feels confident enough in it. But if there's a handy little guide there, it makes life a lot easier.
Yeah, and there's gonna be one on donation station, like saying like how close you should be to the microphone, which is less than an inch, right, Shadow?
What?
Yeah, you should be right here. I mean, you don't want to be right here. That's a little bit weird. But you should be like here.
Oh yeah, no, you should be how I usually describe it, and then people look at me weird. Is you should be within tongue touching distance.
Oh, absolutely. Like, okay. Ugh. This is a Zeldathon mic. I don't want to like this. I do sterilize this after every Zeldathon before I bring it back into my home, so I don't feel too bad looking. It's only my own. Anyways, let's move on to the next question, shall we? Talanos asks, how much would it take to get a live Zeldathon safari at Mission? I think how much, like donations to charity? We're not doing it. I don't think the hotel's gonna let us have live animals there.
Anything can be done with enough money.
That's a good truth of the world, pretty much, actually. But no, I don't think we're gonna have any animals live at Zeldathon.
Yeah. An idea that would never work but sounds great in theory is like catathon or like petathon. Everyone just brings their pets.
Oh my gosh.
Like a pug cafe, except a marathon.
But could you imagine how I imagine like for people who are like overseas, like OC, that would be like
Absolutely not.
We have to find a pet-friendly hotel MC and then exploit the crap out of that rule.
I'll put that one on the to-do list. Yeah, I'll put it right now. There, I wrote it on this pamphlet. Okay.
Thank you.
heads up.
It's in.
It's in the
It's
list.
how all the most important ideas for Zeldathon get written down.
Yeah, they get in this FTC handbook, which describes on how to be safe online. Before you
did I not
post a
get it?
message or a photo, download a game, or buy something online, ask yourself, do I know and trust who I'm dealing with? How will I feel if my photos and comments end up somewhere I didn't mean them to be?
Why didn't I get an FTC pamphlet?
Don't worry, I was sent 1,000 of them.
But I'm an influencer, right?
I was sent to them as a joke
Rishi
by
tea.
Adakid. Adakid sent me 1,000 of them.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want one, you can have one. I'll bring them with me. This is Zeldathon.
Please. I will take them. I'll take most of them. I'll take some of them. I'll take, well, at least 2 of them.
Oh, thank goodness. Take them all. Dukas 10,000 asks, where was that video filmed? It was filmed at the Mars Conservatory. Isn't that obvious? We're going to move right on. Program Ninja asks, what are your thoughts on the Switch and its games so far? If you have one that you're happy with the system, if you have one, are you happy with the system? And if you don't have one, do you think you'll get one? Shadow, are you going to get a Switch?
The game cases are pretty cool, guys.
Are you going to get a system, though? You think you want to do that?
When I can find one that's less than $250.
Good luck on that one. Demand's high. Nintendo's not lowering that price for nothing at this moment.
Well, no, I think the most of the part is just not finding a Switch that isn't $400. That's the biggest thing for me right now. I do not want a package deal.
They're pretty widely available. I mean, I went into my local Walmart and they were just chilling, hanging out.
Fair enough.
Betsy, what's your favorite? Are you happy with your system? I guess is the question. You like your Switch? Have you taken it out of the house? Have you done the Nintendo thing? Like, have you had rooftop party? Have you had a rooftop party?
Do you think I can actually get up to my roof and like stay up there and not die?
Not your rooftop, just some random urban rooftop.
Like climb up there, like in Breath of the Wild or Assassin's Creed, and rooftop
party.
Have
you distracted a pickup basketball game from playing basketball underneath an overpass to play games with you?
Have you snuck into an esports arena and like, let's play Splatoon, and everybody's like, this is a League of Legends tournament. Why are you
playing
here?
Splatoon 2 here?
Yeah.
I mean, I would go to a League of Legends tournament, but that would also require transportation, and I don't feel like paying to go watch League.
No. You're not paying to go watch League.
You're going to take it over with Splatoon.
To bring a Switch so you can start playing Splatoon 2. You are not allowed to watch the League there.
No, I think my favorite thing about the Switch is fishing in Stardew Valley. So like what I'll do is I'll just take the one Joy-Con and I'll go fish, I'll press Y, and I'll go do something else. I'm not even looking at my screen. I'm putting dishes away from the dishwasher. I'm looking over here, the screen's over here. And I feel it vibrate. I'm like, oh. And I just fish while I'm doing the dishwasher.
And you feel like you are truly a Nintendo Switch owner in that moment.
We are living in the future where you can virtually be aware of your bobber going under while doing the dishes.
I mean, as for me, the Switch, I like it. I have not done the Nintendo thing much. I did play it on an airplane once. I did not use the tray table. I just held it because I'm a reasonable human being.
There you go.
And I played Breath of the Wild, and it passed the last hour of a plane trip, so I was very happy with that. I mostly play it using the Joy-Con grip. It's activated. It heard me.
It's sentient.
I've enjoyed it. I don't actually like playing with like handheld mode that much, and I don't like playing. I'm not a huge fan of the Pro Controller. This is my favorite way to play. I played all Breath of the Wild with this control schema. Even when I got my Pro Controller in, I kind of just liked the Joy-Con grip. It's pretty nice actually. It's pretty happy. It's good. And this is one of the charging Joy-Con grips, so I can charge my Joy-Cons while using it. So absolutely,
yeah, I like playing just like this, except for Mario Odyssey. I like playing just the Joy-Cons with that.
Yeah, no, I think Mario Odyssey might be good to Joy-Cons only. I might try that out here next time I'm on stream. Anyways, let's move right along. Let's go into lightning round here to finish this up. Dark Ass, without spoiling, have you started watching Stranger Things 2, and have you been enjoying it?
I have not watched Stranger Things 1.
Don't say it. No, I haven't watched it.
What?
You
Say
not?
Again? I didn't hear you.
No, I think that neither of you have watched it. Betsy, you didn't? You said you didn't?
Correct.
I've started watching season 2. Last night I did the thing where I made myself a snack for the evening, and I was having my snack watching episode 3 of season 2, and I enjoyed it. And then I finished my snack, and the show ended, and I was like, all right, it's time to go to bed. No, and I watched another episode, another hour of my life went away, and I considered going to episode 5, but I stopped myself, and I'm like, I have to be up by 9 a.m. because there's a man coming to paint my ceiling, so I need to be up for that. And I did go to sleep, and the man did come and paint my ceiling. Thank you to him. It's only been 3 months. Let's not talk about that. I'm angry.
I've been distracted almost exclusively by Critical Role, which I'm almost caught up on, 100 some episodes, and The Good Place, which has been lovely.
The Good Place? What's that?
The Good Place. It's a show It was on NBC, or it is on NBC, where like this woman is dead and she was sent to the good place.
Oh.
Not heaven, but the good place. And it turns out she did not belong in the good place. And like, so the soulmate that she was given is like trying to make her a good person. And the first season is cute if like toothless, and then it twists really super hard at the end of the first season. And the second season is a whole different show, and I love it to death. It's very good. Go check it out sometime.
There's your Shadow_Temple review.
Yep, there it is.
Speaking of seasons, this is also from Dark. Season 2 of Zeldathon Survivor Win. But thank you for your question. Cadion's asked, MC, are achievements still on the table for a future Zeldathon at this point? Of course, achievements were a feature that we had on the stream at Zeldathon Recovery and exclusively Recovery. And the answer is, since then, achievements have always been in our mind and been worked on, and we'll have something to announce on that very soon. Thank you very much.
Soon, TM.
Just Conix asks, what sound would you like to see added to Zeldathon Secret Sounds for Mission? Now, I'm going to keep my opinions to myself because if I want it, it happens. Shadow, Betsy, do you have a secret sound that you're thinking of?
I don't know what number I would put for it, but I don't know if you watched Nintendo Capri Sun's Let's Play of Twilight Princess.
I have not, but I love Nintendo Capri Sun, so if you say it, I'll enjoy it.
So when the postman shows up, he does this "hey" thing.
Hey! Yeah, I know.
You should hear it. Hey! Is how Tim does it, but he does it so good, and it's perfect. And I would also need to go through the Let's Play to find a clip of it before I should submit it.
But put it in our request, and yeah, I'll consider that one because I'm all about Nintendo Capri Sun. Shadow, you got any thoughts?
I know my viewers will say use drugs for I don't know where it would fit though. Like what would it be? Why would it be? How would it be? I don't know.
I think it would work because I think that there's a subset of Zeldathon team members who have their voice in a secret sound. Silver has one, which is I think it's $56. No, I don't know what I think of it, but it's him saying donation and like multi-layers like donation. And Zach has oh my giddy aunt. I don't know what other Zeldathon team members. Oh, Jiggy. That's awesome. Jiggy 1111.
Jiggy, yeah. That's awesome. Yep.
So I wouldn't be opposed. There's precedent for precedent,
I suppose. But otherwise, for some reason, in terms of like another sound, I don't know why I was thinking about it today. Did you ever play Psychonauts?
No.
Like the game Psychonauts?
But I know you love it.
I do love it to death, and I kind of really want the Milkman from the Psychonauts to be a voice or be a soundbite, since Psychonauts 2 is coming out soon ish. He's the Milkman. His milk is delicious. It's his catchphrase, and I think it'd be delicious. So there you go.
Put it in the list. And we'll
I will put it in the list. I will try to find a good number for it, and I will put it in the list.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by our good friends inside the chat saying we also have the 1738 sound is Pop-Tart or Eric and Thunderscott and maybe others singing the song. And also we have Shoop 61 doesn't count because that's Xander saying it, but Andy screaming is one. So yeah, so
up there. Yep. Okay, so there's a precedent there that I don't have to feel terrible about it.
Yeah, Betsy.
When I first started watching Zeldathon, I didn't know like most of the team members' names. So when I heard Shoop 631, my brain heard it as Shulk.
Shulk. And
I'm like, what's Shulk got to do with 631?
Dude, Shulk's a good boy. He's got the Monado blade. He's gonna rock our worlds.
I need to finish the Xenoblade before the second one comes out because otherwise I'm never going to actually finish it.
I'll submit it, Dolphin. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. 888 as well is number one Alex and Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith. The can I have another secret sound?
Oh, the one of us. That's I don't know.
One of us. I don't know what Zeldathon team members were in that, but there's a lot of Zeldathon community members. So yeah. I'm sorry. We're getting distracted with this. Obviously, there's precedent, so maybe Is Drugs will appear inside a Zeldathon mission near you.
Maybe. But I feel like we got to come up with a better joke than just Is Drugs. There needs to be more there. We'll figure it out. Anyway.
Figure it out, yeah. We got top men on the case. Who? Top men. Anyways, let's end off this show. Thank you very much, Shadow. Thank you very much, Betsy, for being on. Did you enjoy your time? Did you have fun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You gonna do this again?
Yeah.
Next year? Same time next year?
Maybe next year. Yeah. I think our current plan for the Zeldathon show is we're gonna do up until mission. Then there'll be a hiatus, and then we'll start it up again as hype for Zeldathon Summer 2018. So look forward to that. But at this point, we're going to say bye to Shadow and Betsy. Thank you for being on the cast. I hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.
Bye.
And off they go. They're off and away, and they are no longer heard on the stream, but they can still see and hear me. Hey, how are you? So thank you all. We need a lyric of wisdom sound. I'm sorry, Herb, you just mentioned that inside the chat, and it just reminded me of her coming back in during her Neopets run at AO's. It's like, hi, I'm Lyric of What Are You Doing? That's a good one right there. I think the sound quality is pretty poor on that, so I don't know if it would translate well, but that was one of my absolute favorite AO's moments that people don't remember that one. Because I forget who was playing the game, but Lyric was freaking out. She was worried that everything was being ruined. Hi, I'm Lyric of What Are You Doing? I'm glad the show's back. I'm glad. I hope you all enjoyed it. We're definitely going to have more. We're going to have a Zeldathon show every week leading up to Zeldathon Mission, and there's going to be a new video every week. Lots of really good. The next, I want to release one soon. It's the Race to the Master Sword, which some of you may not know about. It happened on stream, but not on stream. The intro to it and the outro of it were on stream, but you guys don't really know what happened. It's another one of our off-stream Zeldathon team things I think everybody will really enjoy. But anyways, that's going to be it from me. And so we're going to run the outro. And then to our guests, I'll come and say goodbye to you formally in a second. But thank you all for tuning in. And we'll be back with you next Wednesday. And, of course, I'll be streaming here tomorrow evening. Look forward to that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.
There will be no more viewing tonight.